What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Kyle King. See, I got it right this time. But today we're basically going to be reacting to a video about Sneako versus Destiny. I don't know who Destiny is. I do know a little bit about Sneako because he is friends with people I also watch on YouTube, Agent and Low. If you don't know who they are, they do the peer-to-peer podcast. He was a guest on there maybe 2 times. That's basically how I know about him. He's popular right now because he's like one of the biggest faces in the red pill community right now. I'm kind of confused because he wasn't really giving off that type of vibe when he was on the podcast. So why he did a 360, I'm unaware. But basically this video is about, I have no clue what it's about. They're just having some type of debate. So I just kind of want to react to it, listen to Sneako's side of the stuff, listen to Destiny's side of everything, because I don't know what the topic is. And I'm just going to listen to a little bit of it. Obviously, I'm not going to react to the whole hour of it unless you guys want me to do that. And I'll probably break it up into parts. It's not going to just be in one video. I'm not doing an hour-long reaction. But without further ado, without wasting any more time, let's just go ahead and jump into the video.
It does. But you know what? Right now, I think Destiny watched some of your clips. He had some disagreements. I don't know what those disagreements are, so I'm going to be, the middleman, and I'll let you guys kind of. So, Destiny, what were some of the disagreements that you had with some of the things that Sneako said?
Well, first of all, how are we doing tonight, guys? How's everybody doing?
I'm feeling
Fantastic.
great.
Also, they're trying to make this official. All right.
Unplugged for my backup, and then immediately I saw that shit, and I'm like, "Bro, we back up." I was panicking last night, man. I was all sad.
Who's Twitch is? Who's streaming it? Is it Destiny or Sneako?
It was just like so disappointing, but like to see that email after reviewing your content, you are back on. It's just like
I don't even know what he's talking about. Like I said, I have no clue.
Yeah, fuck the establishment.
Yes, Destiny trusts the establishment, so love the establishment. Establishment's good.
Okay, all right. So, Destiny, what was the first point you wanted to raise? Because we don't want to just do a bunch of niceties, so go for it.
Everything. My problem is everything. Okay.
I seen clips
Sneako.
of stuff he said.
Yeah, what's up?
First of all, mad props to talking to people who disagree with you. That's really cool. Last chat was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I want to
It made me think a lot. That debate, I would say, like you had better points than me, and you clearly
That's good. That's all right. I got the man who's
Oh,
talking
please tell me it's not gonna be one of these videos where they have a whole bunch of ads.
over the autistic shit. Okay, we're done with that. Now we're getting spiritual. Okay, you ready?
What did he say?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
If y'all know, let me know.
What is your goal when you're talking to, I guess, young men in your audience? What are you trying to get across? What do you want them to feel?
I want them to realize that they're trying to stifle masculinity. They want to stop freedom of speech is dead, and all the programming going on, all the woke movement, all this bullshit. Even right now in the email I'm reading, like, we want YouTube to be a safe place for all. YouTube used to be fun. YouTube used to be wild. It's the internet. It shouldn't. Why are we relying on YouTube to like be the teacher pet, like to moderate and like tell us what's right and wrong, to decide misinformation and correct information? It's nonsense. That already should be a red flag to men, to be like, okay, if they're telling me immediately. I've always said this on my stream. If they hide it...
Okay, one thing about his point that I'm kind of like not 100% agree with, just off the rip, is the fact that he's basically saying like, why should somebody be able to have filters and stuff like that? I think the reason why I think it's necessary to have filters is, one, because YouTube is a company, so it's not publicly owned. It's not like it's not the internet. It's YouTube. So, I mean, they can kind of run it the way they want to run it. You know, whether I agree with the stuff they do is not really the topic of the day. But the point that I did want to touch on about what he was saying was why you should moderate if somebody has misinformation or not. I think it is important to moderate misinformation, because I don't think you should let anybody go around saying something completely not factual or not even supported by facts at all. I'm not saying you should stop them from talking completely, but I do think it should be a disclaimer put out there by either the person that's saying it or any company that what they're saying is not a fact. Of course, I think everybody should just research everything they need to know. If you want to know something, I think you should just look it up on your own. Don't rely on other people. But yeah, let's get back into the video though.
Then it's the truth. If they have to delete it, then it's the truth. Like if they give me a warning for Coco misinformation, that shit is true.
No, that's not even...
Okay, let's talk about your brain for a second,
make
okay?
sense.
How do you know if what you know is right or wrong? How do you audit your thoughts? What happens if you believe something that's not true? How do you figure that out?
I talk to people. I mean, I have.
Nope, that's not good enough. That's not good enough because you could talk to people that reaffirm whatever you believe.
Exactly.
You might have that friend group.
I
that
talk
just
to
reaffirms
all
everything you
different
believe.
types of people. I talk to you. We don't agree. I'm here talking.
Did you
to
change your mind about anything we talked about last time?
That I need to.
Nope. So
I do. I
so
didn't even let me
tell me,
finish.
how do you
I
audit your
have.
thoughts?
You
How do
asked
you
me a
audit your thoughts?
question.
You
asked me a question. I
You
didn't
have an
answer.
idea.
Hold on, Jesse. Let him finish his thought.
Yeah, you asked me a question. I didn't. I need to have more facts to back up my points. I need to have more like concrete evidence to bring forward in a debate. I can't just go based off of like this is my beliefs.
Let's say that you don't run into anybody that challenges you on a thought.
Well, that's
right?
not
What
true.
do you do? How do you know?
I do.
You can't run into somebody that challenges every single thought you have about everything.
I do. That's why I stream. That's like there's the chat that right here all day long. If you're like all online, people check me constantly. Anything I say.
How do you know? Okay, let's say that is the case. How do you know who's right?
You never really know. I guess no, you don't.
So that's your world. That's what you're selling to people. You can't know if you're right. You have no idea.
Based on your logic, yeah, but I think that there is.
No, this ain't my logic. I can answer every time I ask you a question, I'll tell you my answer. Okay, because that's not my logic. I'm asking you.
So what's your point? That there is no there.
I don't have a point at all. I'm asking you because I hear you say a lot of shit. I know where a lot of it comes from because I've heard it from other areas of the internet. And I always hear these same types of things. I don't want to be a sheep. I woke up to the truth. I figured out reality. But the reality is that you went from a sheep from herd A and now you're just a sheep in herd B. And I'm trying to get you to figure out how can you know if you're being. I'm trying to get you to I'm trying to get you to figure out how to know.
I think for me personally, I just be confused about how some people say like they're woke or whatever because he's saying the woke movement is stupid, but he's trying to be quote unquote woke right now with a lot of the stuff he said. I've seen clips, like I said. I don't know if everything he said, but I have heard him say a lot of stuff and it's been like kind of crazy. I'm talking about Sneako, not Destiny, because I don't know who Destiny is. He's not letting my boy Sneako get anything off right now, but I mean, that's how y'all want to debate, okay. But I don't think anybody is 100% woke on anything. That's just my personal opinion. I don't agree with anybody who thinks they know everything in the world, especially stuff that's unknown. Like when people say, this is the way it is, and they're not telling you, and I can't tell you anything. In my mind, I'm like, you can't tell me because you don't know. Because if you genuinely aren't scared about anybody stopping you from speaking what you want to speak, why can't you tell me what you know? Because you don't know anything different. That's my opinion. I don't think anybody in the world knows everything at all. I don't think I know everything. I don't think there's anybody, no matter how smart they is, having the answers to everything in the world. There's no way you can. There's no way you can. And there's no way you're going to convince me that you are right about every single thing you say and everybody else is wrong. Why are you the only one that knows certain information? Doesn't make sense to me. But that's just me. That's just me personally.
If you're a sheep or not. That's what my question is to you.
Your camera's frozen on Discord, by the way.
Me? My camera's not frozen. It might be laggy on your end, but I'm fine.
Okay. So just to be clear, Destiny, you feel like you went from a sheep on one end. What is the sheep he's in now?
Yeah,
what is a sheep do now?
The red pill sheep. That's a big sheep. It's a big game. It's a ploy, and it's not only is it a ploy. It is leading you exactly to where you're trying to lead people away from. So who's controlling
me? Who's controlling me? You believe in the government. You believe in booster shots and all that nonsense. Who am I listening to?
I never said I believe in the government, but it sounds like you're listening to.
It sounds like you said you trust the government.
I trust the process, but it sounds like you're listening to people on TikTok, like Andrew Tate. You're listening to whatever.
I don't have the app TikTok.
You've never heard of? Yeah, what?
I don't use TikTok.
Let me just bring it back because I think you guys were onto something before and then we're going on something else. So you wanted to understand how Sneako's brain works and how he comes to his conclusion.
Personally, I just really was looking for an opinion on the whole red pill situation. I don't really care to hear about people debate about politics and stuff like that. Me personally, I just don't even want to get in conversation with people about politics. I just don't. So, I mean, if they're talking about this, hopefully I can do another video and find another part of it that's better.
How he went from one point to the next, right? How he went from
really don't.
Whatever gets into his thought process. So let's just go back to that and then we'll move on to why we think what we think. So bring that question back, Desi. Can you bring that back?
Yeah, I want to know how you audit your thoughts. How do you know that you're not just following somebody blindly?
Oh my God, it's another ad? Okay,
I don't listen.
This is getting ridiculous. Important. That's not important.
To say anything. I don't trust anybody.
Okay, then we'll do.
I don't follow anything.
We'll do a concrete example then. When it comes to wearing masks, how do you know if that's a good idea or not?
Because if people more powerful than me are telling me to do it, I instantly don't believe them.
Okay, do you understand that just makes you a sheep of the other herd, right?
Of what herd? Of what herd?
Of not believing anything what people tell you.
I'm telling you, if there is a shepherd and he says all the sheep go left, you can either choose your own path or you can go right because he told you to go left. You understand? You're being just as controlled, right?
So who's controlling me?
The people that you don't like. When you do the opposite of what they say, they have just as much control over you as they do the other people.
My whole life I've not been wearing a mask, so I'm just going to
continue.
How do you determine?
Well, I'm asking you a question.
That's
how do you determine?
Anybody.
You are. I'm asking you a question. How do you determine whether or not you should wear a mask?
Because I like breathing. I don't want to cover my face. I like to talk and I like to hear.
You can breathe with a mask on. You don't have to do. See, hold on.
Worse.
Okay, so
and it's annoying.
Not worse.
And it makes me sweat and it's uncomfortable. So I'm not going to put on something that makes me uncomfortable, and that's unnecessary to me. I didn't wear it, and I'm fine. So look at where we are. You got the V word. You're still this. I didn't. I'm the same.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit.
I mean, I don't care.
The correct answer
was,
I decide whether or not to wear a mask based on the data I've read, the studies I've gone over, the articles I've read. That's the right answer. I've seen enough information to point me one way or another. Okay. Everything else you're saying is a cope. You can't breathe.
You don't have
are you oxygen retarded? What do you mean you can't breathe with a mask on? Motherfuckers are out here running marathons with 3 of them on. Like, how is it possible that you can't breathe with a mask on? Right? You've got people that are doing shifts for 20 hours. You got no. Let me finish. Okay, it's uncomfortable. Seatbelts are uncomfortable. Okay, going to the doctor is uncomfortable. Okay, there's a lot of things in life that are uncomfortable.
Nah, he tweaking. Me
personally. Hold on. Let me finish.
Buckle up.
You can't be going. Hold on. Hold on. I'll let you go afterwards. Joe. Okay, yeah. When you interrupt me, it's because you know I'm right. Okay, you're trying to cut me off because you know that I'm taking you somewhere that you don't want to go. Okay, we're gonna go to those places.
You're a little heated right now, Destiny.
I'm not heated. No. I'm not heated. I'm matching your energy. Okay. A man that interrupts another man is a man who's scared about where he's being led, okay? Explore with me, okay? If you want to wear a mask or not, that should be something that you arrive at through your own independent thought process.
That's fair.
Not because somebody else tells you not to, okay? That's what a 16-year-old does. I think you can do better than that.
Okay. I can't disagree with that. If he had like a legit reason, that's cool. Like I said before, if you don't want to wear a mask, you ain't got to wear a mask. Whatever. I'm not about to sit here and try to monitor what other people do in their life. I know what I'm going to personally do. You can do what you want to do. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask, whatever. I'm not having an argument about it with you about wearing a mask. But I think his point is kind of saying he has reasoning on why he is going to wear a mask rather than just saying because somebody told me to. He actually did like his own research. And I guess he's basically saying like for Sneako, you don't really have a reason. You're just saying you're not going to do it because somebody told you not to do it. Which, I mean, is a fair point. It's a fair point. In my opinion,
so
fair point.
You're echoing and doing what they're telling you to do. You're a sheep to me.
I'm not doing it because the government tells me to do it.
He looked
it
up.
I do it because there are independent schools all over the world that do research on whether or not wearing a mask helps.
Exactly.
That's what I can look to for my information.
They're also telling you to wear it. They say wear it.
I don't care what the government... I'm not a sheep, so I'm not looking at what the government says.
I thought you trust them. I thought you trust the process of the government.
I trust the process of some of the things involved with government. But that doesn't mean that I do it just because they say to do it. There are things the government could tell me to do that I would disagree with. That's possible. Government could say some shit, and I look into the data on my own, and I go, you know what? I actually don't agree with this. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, so
sometimes I go 75 and a 65 on the interstate. You know, I break the rules sometimes.
Okay, badass. But look, I don't wear it, and you wear it. Why are we both fine?
For a variety of reasons. What do you mean? There are people that go their whole lives drunk driving every single night, every single weekend, and they're fine. Does that make drunk driving a good idea?
Well,
is that how you evaluate?
Because I don't need it makes me uncomfortable. It makes my face weird. It just makes me sweaty and stuff like that. It makes my glasses fog up. I don't like it. I feel like a dumb bot. It's stupid.
That's great. And it's cheaper.
What is this bot word?
You wear a mask like you go into a restaurant and you're wearing it. Then you sit down, take it off. You're sitting on a plane. Everyone has to wear it, and then we all eat at the same time. Breathing all over your food. It makes no sense. There's no consistency with it. It's just a sign of compliance.
Can I just ask one question?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, if Destiny's basically raising the point that this is good for our safety, this and that, and you're saying it's an inconvenience, I don't want to do it. Can you acknowledge that people wanting to do it for their safety is not unreasonable or bad?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Or do you say it doesn't? It's not a safety thing. It doesn't actually help you.
I don't think it really helps. No, a cloth thing, like it's meant to show other people, like, I'm a good person. I'm doing what they're telling me to do. I'm morally good.
When you're standing outside and you have to sneeze, do you sneeze into the open air or do you put something over your face?
I sneeze into my arm.
Yeah. Okay. Why?
So I don't get snot on other people.
Sure, there's shit that
That's
comes
just
out of
common
your mouth all the
courtesy.
time when you're breathing, when you're talking. You can look at videos of people that are breathing or that are even that are.
Yeah, I don't get Sneako's point because they're basically saying you're just doing something because you find a benefit in doing it. Somebody doesn't have to tell you to do it just to do it. Like, you can still control whether you're going to do it or not. The whole thing he was saying about drunk driving. Nobody has to tell you that it's bad for you to know that it's bad. So, I don't know.
Talking, and you can see the air coming out of their mouth. If you ever looked up a video of this in your life, why do you think wearing a cloth mask? Tell me this. How does wearing a cloth mask over your face make it hard to breathe? Because it doesn't let oxygen in or out, but you're saying it wouldn't block anything else coming out of your mouth. Molecules that are way larger.
It's literally a cloth over your mouth and nose. It makes it harder to breathe.
It really doesn't.
Okay, if it's harder to breathe, you understand that oxygen, carbon dioxide, are orders of magnitude smaller than like viruses and bacteria and other molecules coming out of your mouth.
About spiritual stuff. This is the spiritual.
We'll get to. Hold on. We'll get to the spiritual stuff. I'm just trying to show you that you have a really strong opinion about something that you are sheep on. The government said one thing, you said fuck you, government. I'm going to do the opposite.
Okay,
Who is controlling me then, Destiny? Who am I a sheep to?
I don't know who you watch
know.
to. I can't tell. I can't tell who you're watching.
So
I don't know.
Then you
but
have
I'm
no
telling
place
you,
to call me a sheep. If you can't tell me who I'm following, then I'm not a sheep. That's dumb.
Well, no. You know, I don't have to know who you're following to tell if you're a sheep. I just have to know your thought process. If somebody comes in and they tell me, I think the number 7 is the best number in the world, and I go, why? And you're like, some guy said that 7 sucked, and I like 7. I already know that, dude. You heard it from somebody else. Because if you really like the thing, if you were really into a thing, and if you really felt strong about it, when I asked you about it, why the fuck don't you wear a mask, right? You'd have some shit like, I don't know, the New England Journal of Medicine, they did a study on it. N equals 500, didn't fucking help. You know, I've known 100 fucking different doctors, they don't wear that shit.
So basically, this is what we're going to do. Y'all just stick with me for the next video. I'm going to come back. I'm going to react to another section of this video. I'm going to try to find a section of this video that's a little bit better. Yes, I'm pausing it again, and I'm just going to end the video here because they're giving me another ad, and I cannot stand ads. But plus, I wanted to find something that was kind of more entertaining for me. I don't really care about this conversation right now, but like I said, we're going to get back into the video. I'm gonna still upload this video if you guys are interested in it, because you might find this more interesting than I do. I'm going to end it right here. Like I said, I'm going to create another reaction to come back and react to another section of this video. But if you like the video, make sure you like the video. Subscribe down below if you're new. Comment if you have any opinions, or I don't know, want to tell me something about what you've been seeing so far. And yes, I am R&B artist, because I was about to forget that, because I said I'm going to do it at the end of every video, but I forgot. I'm an R&B artist. I do make my own music. I'm going to put it in a link in the description below, as well as a link tree that shows all my links so you can support me on every other platform. And other than that, peace. We out of here.